Hey guys, welcome to the Facebook Messenger Chatbots Masterclass. In this class, I will be showing you how to create a welcome message, how to craft a conversational flow, how to set up a sequence, how to send out a broadcast, how to create menu items, plus an overview of the growth tools. By the way, I'm Shamila Zahid, also known as Myla. I'm your friendly virtual neighborhood chatbot expert, and I put together this quick training so I can be able to show others who want to DIY their own chatbots the exact process to follow. So this is going to be just a quick and easy tutorial. I will be just covering the basic stuff so that anyone who is new to chatbots and just wants to go ahead and try to put one up, they will know the right way to do it. So hopefully I think that you will find this useful. Let's get started. First of all, I'm going to show you the tool that I'm going to use, which will be this one right here. This is Manychat, and you can find it at manychat.com. The reason why I'm going to show you how to use Manychat is because it's quite user-friendly and easy to set up, especially for those who have no coding knowledge. They don't have a lot of knowledge about putting together a complex bot, and it's perfect for those who just want something simple and basic up on their Facebook page. So that's why I suggest going with Manychat. Now, the next thing that we're gonna do is once you go to manychat.com, you will see the get started free button right there, and once you click on it, it will prompt you to add your Facebook account and add the page that you want the bot to go to. So once you're done doing that, you will be taken to the dashboard. So this right here is the dashboard. Now there are many items to the left side. I will be going over them one by one, but for the startings, what I want to show you first is how to create the actual welcome message. So that will be what people will see once they try to send a message to your Facebook page. This will be the welcome message that they will see. I went ahead and put together something really simple just so I can walk you through the different features, and I don't have to type out everything on the go, just to keep the tutorial short and quick. Now what you see right here is the basic builder. So once you start building in this basic builder, you will be able to see how it looks like live, how it's going to look like, and how people that are going to use your chatbot, how they're going to see it. Now you can also go to the flow builder, and the flow builder is perfect for when you want to be able to see what each option will take you to. You want to see where this button will take you to, and then from there where the next step will be. So it's perfect for mapping out the whole conversational flow of the chatbot itself. So let's come back to the welcome message. I'm just going to use the basic builder for now, just so you can see all the options much clearly. So the welcome message, you hit edit message, and you'll be taken to the editor. So you can see this is where you're actually going to put the content, and to your right you can see how it's gonna look like on a person's mobile phone. So what I did was I just hit edit on the welcome message. I typed in the content. So let me just show you how I got the first name to appear. So when you type hey first, hey, then you're just gonna put in the curly brackets, and then it's gonna say invalid variable. So there you can pick a valid one, which is first name. So now it says hey first name. Now if you can see to my right in the example, the chatbot has picked up my name, so it's in hey Shamila. Okay, so depending on the user's name, the chatbot's gonna automatically put that in there. So it makes this very personal, and it's a good thing to add whenever you're addressing your user. The next thing is welcome to ATG. I am Myla's bot. Over here, you'll get amazing marketing advice and resources. P.S. If you don't want to hear from me, just type stop. Pick an option below. Now I can go ahead and add more stuff. I can remove more stuff. So I can also say, what can I help you? Oh, sorry. You with. And once you've written that, you can see it's populating in the preview as well. So you can just write something very personal, something catchy, something really interesting in the welcome message. Obviously this is just an example, something basic that I just whipped up, but when you are creating it, I would love I would advise that you put a lot of thought into the welcome message, because if you don't grab the user's attention right here, then it's difficult to get them to go ahead and use the chatbot some more. What I did next was add a button. So these two that you see over here are buttons. You can add up to 3 buttons. Let me just show you how to create another one. So the first one I have help me set goals, get the bot guide. Another one can be book a consultation. So let's say you are offering in a consultation and you want someone to book a consultation. You can have that option right there. Now, what do you want the button to do? Do you want it to send them another message? Do you want it to open a website? Do you want it to go ahead and show them a phone number? Or do you want it to go to the next step or a flow? That all depends on you. Okay, so for my example, I will let it send a message, and from that message I will give it a link to the website. I just want them to have some more information about the consultation process itself. So let's click on send message and then done. And then once you go here, let's just go ahead and click on send message 4, and you can see that the easiest way to actually see what you are doing at this point, because you've added a few options, is to go to the flow builder. So just maximize this a bit. Now, okay, so if they click on help me set goals, then it's gonna open this one right here. Yay, your guide is just a click away, enjoy. If they say they want the chatbot guide, then it's gonna go here. Okay, sorry, if they want to set goals, it's gonna go here instead. My bad. And the second one, if they want a chatbot guide, it's gonna go to this message. Now, if they want to book a consultation, then this is where it's gonna go, message 4. So let me just type something. In order to book a free consultation, you will need to fill out a form. So you can put something, the text, you can add an emoji. This is where you can add the emojis. So let's just put something really nice and friendly. Okay, once you're done with this, now I want to give them the link to the form itself, right? So I'm gonna click button, and this time I'm gonna make it open a website. So you have to add the URL right here. I'm just gonna put my website address. Obviously you have to put in the exact URL to the form. I'm just gonna put in a placeholder right there just to give an example. Now you can name the button as well. So you will name it to go to form, whatever it is, whatever the call to action is. Just putting this as an example. Okay, now let's just you have created a new button, you have hooked it up to a new message which takes them to a website, a URL. Now let's take a look at what I already set up. So when I said help me set goals, it takes them to this one right here, and this says, if you want to quickly grow your online business and smash those income goals, then I can help. Get my free workbook so you can set and smash your top 3 goals in 9 days. By the way, you guys, this is an actual workbook that I made, but I'm just, putting it here as an example because, I'm taking examples from my own business just to give you an idea of how it practically works. This is another button, and over here I put in the URL as well, which will take them to my workbook. So when they click on this, it will take them to my website and the page where the workbook is for download. Now, the next thing I want to show you is get the chatbot guide. Now, over here, I did it a bit, a bit more, added a few more steps. So when they click on get the bot guide, it will take them to, yay, your guide is just a click away, enjoy. Now, the first two examples, we were dealing with buttons. This right here is a button, okay? But in this example, I used quick replies. So when it says, yay, your guide is just a click away, enjoy, I will put in a button with the guide itself, download guide, again just putting in my website URL as an example. Now, this, once they click on it, they can go ahead and download the guide. Now I want, 1 second please, hold on. Just need to see where this, I made this some days ago, so okay. Now, they can download the guide. And now if they say thank you, let me just remove this because the example I had was something else. So I just created one quick reply which said send me more stuff. Now let's say they've downloaded the guide and now they want to hear, from you again. So when they click on send me more stuff, this will take them to this message right here. This will say, okay, we will send you more free stuff soon. And what you can do at this point is you can subscribe them to a sequence and to add a tag. So I just added this option right here. When I clicked on add button, I clicked on perform action, and now 1 second please, you can add a tag. So the tag I added for this, any person who clicks on send me free stuff, is the free stuff tag. Okay, this means that anytime I'm sending out broadcast or I want people to send people stuff, when I use the tags free stuff, only those people who opted in to receive free stuff will get that message. So essentially you're segmenting your list on the go. And I can also subscribe them to a sequence. When you click on action, you can click on subscribe to sequence and you can select the sequence that you want to subscribe them to. So I just chose the example sequence. In a few minutes, I will show you what that sequence looks like and how you can set one up. But essentially, a sequence is comparable to an email campaign. So let's say someone opts in through email to get something free. Then they get, subscribed to a list. And then in that list, they get sent emails relevant to the stuff that they wanted to get. So that's how this works. You can add a tag, and this way you know what that person is interested in, and then you can also subscribe them to a sequence, this way that you can set up messages to go out periodically. So that's how these two work. Now let's just let's just go back to, so this is the flow builder. As you can see, everything is laid out. You can minimize it to see where each button will go to, what the next steps are, what actions are taking place on each step, which sequences that user who goes to this message gets subscribed to. So in one place you can see your whole chatbot laid out, which is pretty cool. And if you want, you can just go to the basic builder and just keep on. Now when you can also use the basic builder to add stuff if you want, if you prefer a more linear approach. So let's say after the welcome message and the buttons, I want to add more text. So I can go ahead and add more text, which can say how many times should I send you cool stuff? Okay, now you want to ask them how many times they want to hear from you. Now you can add quick replies. The difference between buttons and quick replies is that for the buttons, if they click on it and they go to the next message, the buttons will still stay there. They will stay put. But with a quick reply, if they select, you have 2 or 3, they select one option, the rest disappears. So they cannot see it again. So let's just use quick reply for this one. And then we will choose a message, okay? So with this quick reply, I wanted to ask them daily. So once they want to hear from you daily, then the second one will say weekly, okay? And the third one can say monthly, right? And the reason why we have this error is because we haven't set up a message yet. So let's go ahead and add a message to it. So the first option we picked was daily, right? So you can tell them, okay, you will be hearing from me daily. You can put in a very cute emoji. Okay, now over here it's time to go ahead and get them to add a tag or subscribe them to a sequence. So you can go to the flow builder. That's where we have the method number 5. Click on it. One second, please. And then you can have the perform action go to a flow if you want to send them to another flow, if you want to have them perform another action. So just go there and type okay. So now essentially they click OK again, and now you can subscribe them. You can add a tag. So you have daily broadcast. Now anyone who clicks on this will get subscribed to the daily broadcast. And if you've set up a sequence to go out daily, then you can get them to subscribe to that sequence as well. This way you can create the messages, you can batch create the messages in a sequence, and essentially it will go out to them depending on the option they selected. So now that we have this, you can do the same for the weekly, you can do the same for the monthly, have tags for each, and this way you know which person wants to hear from you when. Okay, so let me just go back and show you some more cool things that you can add. So we've talked about the text, you can add the images. So to click on it, and this will open up your folder of images. You can add card. A card is something which has an image at the top with a title and a subtitle, which you can also add buttons to. So let's say you want to maybe share a blog article, let's say for example, or something you created. So you can just put the image there, you can add the title, you can add a subtitle, and then you can have the button with the link to where they can access whatever it is that you're giving away. Next, you can have gallery. So gallery is just a collection of those cards that we just saw. So you can have lots of multiple images with titles and buttons right there. Next, you have the list. The list is in this format. So unlike the gallery, which was in the horizontal view, the list is vertical. So the image size is smaller, and you have the same title, subtitle, and the option to add a button right there. Next, you can add audio, you can add video, you can upload files, and then you have the delay. Now a delay is what you use in between text to show that very cool typing sequence, right? So in between those two texts, let's put a delay. So let me just push this up. 1 minute, please. Let's push it up, up, up. Up top. Take it up there. Okay. So in between this text and this text, there is a delay of 3 seconds, the typing motion that you see. Now you can increase and decrease it depending on what you feel is best. 3 to 4 seconds is the standard for messages of this size, but for something like this I would just stick to 1 second because it's pretty short. The longer your message is, the longer you have to make the typing motion duration, because that's gonna look more natural. So now we've talked about building the different conversational flows, adding tags, subscribing to sequences, and all the various things that you can add to make the bot more interactive and useful. So let's head on to the next step, which is broadcasting. So broadcasting is essentially sending out messages to your subscribers. You just have to click on new broadcast, and just like how you would type normally the welcome message or the other messages. So let's say you've made a new blog post and you just want to share it. So you can say, hey, again, let's use the first name. So curly bracket says invalid variable, choose first name. Hey, first name, I just wrote a kick-ass blog post. Take a look at it here. And then you can have an arrow which points down. I just like to get fancy with my emojis because it makes a lot of difference. It makes the conversational look more human-like. So then you have the button again, and then you can send them to the website URL. So once you've done that, so you can say read it now, and have the URL right there. So let me just xyz.com because I don't want to go ahead and type my whole URL once again. So now once you're done this, you're fine with how it looks, you're happy with it, you want to send it out to your subscribers. You go to next, and now you can schedule it. So is this going to be targeting? Let's say you want to send it to a specific gender, a specific first name, subscribed, last seen. Here's where you can pick, and even the tag. So let's say I just wanted to send it to people who asked for the blog stuff, people who want to subscribe to the blog. So the tag is blog. Only those people who want to get blog posts will receive this broadcast. Now you can schedule it for sending it out now, or you can schedule it for later. You can pick the date and the time. Another cool thing is the time zone. Do you want it to go out all at the same time, or you want to time travel? Time travel is when you want it to go on the specific date and time of your user. So let's say we want it to go out at 16:17 on the 4th for all the users. So no matter which country they are in or which location they are in, when it's 4:17 p.m., that's when they will receive this message. So it's really good for when you want to send out messages to people depending on a specific day or a specific time. Now you can have a limit sending time. So let's say from 4 to 10 p.m. that's when you want to send it out. So you can choose it this way, that after 10 p.m. the bot will not send this message. This way, let's say you don't want to disturb people when they're sleeping or something like this, you can pick this option. This is another option. So that's how you create and send a broadcast. Now it's time to talk about sequences. So that was a broadcast which you send out periodically, let's say whenever you have new content coming up. Now with the sequences, this is something different. Like I showed you how to add the tag and how to add subscribe to sequence to each of the messages. With the example sequence, like you can name it right here. So let's just name this free stuff. So this is the free stuff sequence, okay? And when people subscribe to that sequence, like they want free stuff, this is the message they will get after 1 day during this time. So they will get this message. Let me just show you what we can and the message is that you requested free stuff and will list it. Here's another kick-ass guide for you. So if you click on edit message, you can go ahead and add buttons with the links, all that cool stuff. And what this does is when you toggle on the on button, people who subscribe to that sequence, after 1 day they will receive that message. You can go ahead and have another one for 2 days later. You can choose the time, the day. You can have one for 20 minutes later, whatever it is. Essentially, you can build a whole sequence right here. So let's say you can batch create the whole sequence in one go, and people who subscribe will automatically be getting all these messages from you. So you can name them, you can edit the content, whatever it is. So that's how essentially sequences work, and they are perfect for nurturing your audience who are interested in specific parts of what you have to offer them. Next, I'm going to be talking about growth tools. Now, growth tools are things that take the functionality of your bot from just the Facebook page to your website. Now, let's say there's so many growth tools. I'm just going to show you an example right here. So just going to click new growth tool. You have the bar tool. If you click on this, then it's going to look like this on your website. Okay, it's going to have the headline with the messenger button. If you click on the slide in, then it's going to slide in like this on your website. If you have the modal, it's going to pop up like this. And then the page takeover, it takes over the complete page. You know, on your website, the top half of the page, it's going to take over the complete page. So you just have to pick the one that you want. Let's say there's also the option for a landing page, so you can have a special landing page just for your bot that you can send people to. You can have just a button itself. Let's say you want to add the button to underneath an article or something to subscribe them to one of your sequences. You can have the box. So whatever it is, you know, you can just go ahead and pick it. You can choose the button background. You can choose the size, the image. If you want to, let's say, put an image right there, it's gonna appear above the headline. Okay, so as you can see, then you can go ahead and just, you know, one second, you can go ahead and, you know, edit this here. Hey, you know, edit the text, whatever it is. Now, once someone clicks the button to subscribe, they will get this message. Thank you for reading our message. Whatever it is, you can change this. And the opt-in action, maybe you want to subscribe them to the free stuff sequence. So on a specific page, you can have that pop up and then they can subscribe to that sequence. Now you can also use the JavaScript code to embed your widget anywhere on your website. So this is very cool and easy way to get subscribers from your websites to the bot. You know, it's like you are building your bot list. So this is really, really important to have around, and I highly suggest that you implement this as well. Okay, so let me just show you what's left in, you know, the sidebar. We have the dashboard, and in the dashboard, this is where you will see your subscribers. Obviously, this is a test page and I am the only subscriber right now, but once you grow your subscribers, you will be able to see them right here, how many subscribes you have, and how many people unsubscribed, the total number, everything will show up right here. Then you have the audience. All those who subscribe, you will see their details right here. So over here you can see my name, my gender, whether I am subscribed or not, when I last subscribed, where I came from, the different tags that I have, which sequences I am part of. It's all right here. Now, there's also the live chat option. So let's say someone on your page sends you a message, then you can just go ahead and send them a reply right here. You can obviously do it from your Facebook page inbox as well, but let's say you're hanging out on Manychat and you find it easier to just go ahead and reply to them because you can see the tags and the sequences, and you know, you can go ahead and talk to them based on the stuff that is subscribed to. So guys, if you are stuck in any part of the bot process, then there are amazing video tutorials as well on the YouTube channel of Manychat. You can also go to the help section, you can submit a ticket, you can join the community. And another thing you can do is you can also get in touch with me, and I will be happy to answer your questions. So that's about it for now. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this with me. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to go ahead and work with me to get a custom made chatbot that is implemented with your sales funnel, then you can go over to hellomyla.com/work-with-me, or you can also go to my Facebook page, which is Myla Zahid, and you can just send me a message, whatever it is that you feel comfortable with. You can also send me a private message on my personal profile, and I will be sure to get back to you. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found this useful.